I first got into motocross when I was 4 years old. Basically, it was just my dad loved motorbikes, and that's how I kind of got started. You know, at the age of 4, riding around on a Pee Wee 50, and you know, I loved it. And we went away racing as a family, and you know, my brother raced as well, and that's how we went away and did it. It was just starting off at the grassroots of the sport. As a kid, you don't really set out thinking I'm going to become a professional. You know, you're just enjoying it, having fun, going around, competing, making friends. And then when it finally clicked for me, I was about 13, when I was like, oh, I'm getting pretty good. I want to pursue this, you know. So that was the age where I started to dedicate myself a bit and thought, you know, I could make something of it. That's kind of my whole journey from that point, was just having fun with the family. And then after that, I was like, oh, I kind of got aggressive and attacked the sport and said, I'm going to take on the world. And that's from 13 onwards, I've never really stopped. So, you know, my 39-year-old self today is focused more on recovery training, not so much on the bike training. I rely more on the skills and racecraft I've developed over the 30+ years. But, you know, a 20-year-old self would say, you know, I wake up, go for an hour cycle, come home, stretch. We load up, go riding, do motos, supercross training or motocross training. It's just bike, bike, bike. And then, you know, once you come home, you either hit the gym or do, you know, yoga, you do stretching. It was just every day was dedicated to being better on the motorcycle. Now, you know, over the period of years in between that, it's changes. You know, you got to change, your body changes, your mental state changes, and now I got to take care of my mental state more because I've got so much more on my plate. A younger me didn't have that. So, you know, now it's juggling family life, a race team, and then still focused on racing. So it's just an evolving process, and I absolutely love that part of my life right now. I've always been fairly calm and collected off the track, but I guess I would analyze myself as methodical, and that's how I approached my racing. You know, but that doesn't mean, you know, I bow down and pull over for dudes on the track. You know, I was always a competitive racer, and race anybody is hard, but I never wanted to do it dirty or, you know, take people out. I mean, I always rode and tried to be, you know, which was to my detriment sometimes, because sometimes you just have to get in there and make an aggressive pass, and sometimes I didn't do that enough. I always tried to make a pass that was calculated and do it right, you know. But sometimes that's just how it goes. You know, you can't make a pass. But once I strapped the helmet on, you know, you do get aggressive. You know, it's just you go into this different place, this different world, and there's nothing else exists other than this moment right now, right here in front of you. And you know, I would say my style is an aggressive rider. The way I ride the bike, but I've got a lot of control. I ride with a lot of technique and control. So I've always been, you know, an aggressive rider, but not so much to hit people and take people down. I just you know, ride as clean as I can. You know, sometimes in a motorsports career, you're always focused on your highlights, you know, but sometimes those aren't the pivotal things that progress you or change or make you who you are. Sometimes it might be an injury where you have to face massive adversity and come back from. A couple of things that I've taken from my career would be moments of things happening, you know, at the time, whether it's an injury or a bad race, or you crash in the first corner and you're like, your result doesn't look great on paper, but you got through and you charged and you never gave up. And at one stage in my career, I kind of thought, man, I'm not gonna be able to keep going. I got picked up by the next year's team, and the team manager said, look, we know your results haven't been good. We love that you never give up. We've never seen you not ride to the end of each race with 100%. Those pieces, for me, are massive highlights, and something that I try and spread over the kids that I'm working with is never give up, never stop. Keep giving your best, because you never know what's around the corner. You know, so just do your best, because that's all we can really do at the end of the day. So those couple of times in my career, those have been pivotal moments where I thought I was down and out, but I never gave up, and then something good came, and then bang, I'm excelled again. So that's just a life lesson, is just, you know, keep pushing ahead, never give up, and stay positive. You've got to have fun and enjoy it, you know, because like in life, things go by so fast. So you got to enjoy the little times that you have going racing or training and stuff. To have fun at it. Once you have fun, you'll find the passion for it. And if your passion is there for whatever you're doing, you'll push through and follow it with all you got, the whole heart. And that's what it takes to be successful in anything. So that's my advice. Enjoy it as a youngster, and then when it comes time, dedicate yourself, because the sport's no joke. It's tough, it takes a lot, it's very demanding. So if you're not in it with your whole heart, you're not gonna make it. So that's the biggest thing I always say, is have fun, and then when the time's right for you, give it everything you got and nothing less.